Hello and welcome to the annual Star Wars 300 at Legosville Raceway. Today, 39 of the fastest drivers in North America will race around this Lego track and see who will become the victor. This is the second race of the regular season. There will be 5 races in the regular season and 5 for the playoffs. And as of right now, your lead is with Ross Chastain in the number 1 car. But without further ado, let's get to your starting lineup. Starting on front row today are 2 RCR teammates, Tyler Reddick and Austin Dillon. Behind those two are Kyle Larson and the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. Then behind them you got the 4 of Kevin Harvick and the 22 of Joey Logano. Kevin Harvick finishing inside the top 3 at Daytona, and behind them is Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch. Then you have the number 12 of Ryan Blaney rocking a new body armor edge paint scheme, followed by the 11 of Denny Hamlin. And behind them are Daniel Suarez and the 20 of Christopher Bell. And you've got the 24 of William Byron and the 23 of Bubba Wallace. And back behind them are the 48 of Alex Bowman and the number 14 of Chase Briscoe, also finishing inside the top 5 at Daytona. Then you got the Daytona 500 runner-up finisher Austin Cindric starting next to Cole Custer. And you got the 43 of Eric Jones and the 17 of Chris Buescher. And back behind them is the 6 of Brad Keselowski and the 10 of Eric Almirola. Then you got the 1, your Daytona 500 champ Ross Chastain, starting next to the 34 of Michael McDowell. Back behind them is AJ Allmendinger making his first Lionel Cup Series start, starting next to Ty Dillon in the 42. And behind them is Corey LaJoie and the 31 of Justin Haley. Back behind them is the 38 of Todd Gilliland and the 21 of Harrison Burton. Then you got the number 37 of Riley Herbst making his Cup debut, starting next to the 33 of Kaz Grala. And behind them is Josh Bilicki in the 77 and the 78 of BJ McLeod. And behind them is the 32 of Spencer Boyd and the 53 of Garrett Smithley. And back behind them is the number 15 of JJ Haley and the 28 of Joey Gase. And rounding out the field is the number 69 of Alex Tagliani. With that out of the way, I think we're about ready to go green flag racing here at Legosville for the first time in a while. The green flag is out here at Legosville. Tyler Reddick leads us down. His teammate Austin Dillon, whoa, and 5 wide. Brian Blaney gets pushed wide. He's going to lose a bunch of spots. Martin Truex Jr. will lead the first lap of the day. How about William Byron to the inside? Now Bubba Wallace. They started a little while back. Now coming down the back straightaway, Wallace and Byron are dominating the first portion of this race. Wallace leads down the back straightaway. Contact with Tyler Reddick. Chase Briscoe spins Denny Hamlin and Justin Haley with major damage. Chris Buescher also involved in that. Chase Elliott and Ross Chastain, your Daytona 500 champ. Let's take a look at the replay. Coming down the back straightaway, it looks like the 14 may have chopped the 8 coming down the back stretch, and then the 8 came back up into the 9, and then the 1 to 17 and 5 had nowhere to go. And you also saw Denny Hamlin and the 31 of Justin Haley. Watch what happens to them. They're running fairly far back. Oh, Haley gets to the back of the 11, turns him into the inside wall, and a lot of good race cars taken out early in this race, including your Daytona 500 champion, Ross Chastain. He will continue on. One more look at that wreck. Oh, man, the 1 turned the 5 into the inside wall. A lot of contact for that number 5. But I believe he, Buescher, Elliott, Hamlin, Reddick, and Haley will all be taken out in that. And Briscoe, Buescher, Larson, Elliott will continue along with Ross Chastain. Coming down the back straightaway now, William Byron will lead that lap. Now onto the outside there, that's Bubba Wallace. He'll come back and lead that lap. Ross Chastain is already making up positions. He is hoping to get back up to the front here. It might take him a while, though. Coming down the front stretch now, William Byron still leads over Bubba Wallace by about a couple inches right there, it looks like. And Ross Chastain will go around, and a huge impact for the 38 of Todd Gilliland. What a hit for Todd Gilliland. Ty Dillon also involved. Let's take a look at the replay. Watch further back. I mean, Ross Chastain may have lost it on his own, may have had some help, but man, what a heavy impact for the rookie, Todd Gilliland. What a hard impact. And Ty Dillon obviously spinning out, trying to avoid the wreck. Let's take one more look at this. Watch further back. Oh yeah, some contact with, I think that was Kyle Larson. May have been Payback, actually. And I don't know what happened to Todd Gilliland. Maybe the brakes locked up, but he went straight on and slammed the outside wall. Ty Dillon also collected in that, just trying to avoid it. So Chastain and Dillon will continue, but obviously Todd Gilliland taken out in that. Here we come back to the green flag, 5 wide for the lead. Oh, and the leader, Austin Dillon, gets spun, and the caution comes back out once again. Take another look at this. Suarez and Dillon made it 5 wide for the lead. That was never going to work. And Dillon came down on Suarez, it looked like, just a little, and it caused him to go around. But what a move by Suarez and Dillon to try and get to the front. And Suarez really couldn't have done anything in that situation. Dillon just came down on him. And, man, that is a daring move by both of those guys. It almost paid off for both of them. But Dillon will have to start at the back. We're going to have 2 laps to go here in overtime. Daniel Suarez leads us down side by side with Bubba Wallace. White flag in the air this time by. Down the back straightaway now. Daniel Suarez will get his 2nd career Lionel Cup victory. And let's see how he did it here for the first rewind of the season for the Lionel Cup Series. And this is what happened. 5 wide pass for the lead by Daniel Suarez and Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon got the bad end of the stick right there. And then coming to 2 laps to go, Suarez took the bottom. What a pass by Bubba Wallace there on the outside. Making it 3 wide, now coming down the back straightaway. And about a car length over for the win for Daniel Suarez. And he will do his victory burnouts in turns of 1 and 2. And let's take a look at the point standings here. Here are your final positions. Daniel Suarez leads the points with 5 points over Ross Chastain and, I believe, Austin Cindric. And how about Riley Herbst getting his first career top 10, along with Alex Tagliani with a good finish of 13th, Garrett Smithley 12th, and how about BJ McLeod getting a top 10, number 78, makes it 7th, and a great finish for Eric Jones, came in there in the end.